We are Weather Aware tonight. Meteorologist Peter Hall joins us. He's out on the weather deck explaining why. One thing I'll say, Peter, nice afternoon.
It sure was. A little bit chilly, but as expected, we're in the low to mid 50s for most of our area with plenty of sun. The reason why we're in the weather aware mode, which is literally like a caution light on a traffic light, is because there's some frost. Now, we're in mid-October, so most farmers and gardeners know the deal that, this is the time of year where you typically get frost on clear, calm overnights, which is exactly what we're going to get. But we're also tracking something else in the sky. It's something up north. It's part of our next weather maker. So let's talk about it. First things first. So yeah, that thing up north is the Aurora Borealis. So you see I've got auroras and the scraper there because yes, there's going to be frost because we're going to have the wind that we had as a bit of a breeze today is going to calm down and it's chilly. So the aurora, which will show you the best chance at seeing this, and it's almost always the case, is not only you have to get away from city lights and everything else, but the further north you are, the better the chance. And also looking over Lake Ontario, you've got a flat surface is also helpful if you want to do that along the south shore of Lake Ontario. We're still on course and on track for a nice day Friday, very similar to what we had today temperature-wise, and then milder moments for the weekend. Now, the weekend isn't going to be all like sunny and perfect because there will be extra clouds, I think, on Saturday, and eventually increasing wind and eventually some rain developing on Sunday. However, both days will be the warmest we've seen in over a week. The strongest winds are going to be Sunday afternoon through Monday, where I think frequent wind gusts of over 40 miles per hour are likely at lower elevations and probably even stronger over higher elevations and near Lake Ontario. So let's get to it. What's up with the northern lights? Well, there have been the sun has been throwing some solar storms at us. So what's happening is it interacts with our upper ionosphere, and then we've got the northern lights. And it looks like, yes, the best chance is going to be far northern New York and into Canada, but it's not that often where at least we have that risk. And every time, or almost every time, we've had at least a chance. Those of you that either use dark mode on your phone or have cameras that can really take a slow picture and really adjust the lighting, this is going to be, I think, a night where you may be able to see this. So we'd love to see your videos and pictures. I'm writing a web story about this, and we've gotten some great videos and pictures from prior events, so hopefully you could share yours. So here's my forecast for low temperatures. Yeah, it's chilly. Many spots in the upper 20s to lower 30s, but warmer by the shoreline of Lake Ontario. So after a clear night, we should have sunshine with a few thin high clouds. I think anything thicker waits until the end of the day. We should be in the mid-50s. Now, this model has been very consistent on trying to produce a shower or sprinkle perhaps late in the day. That's questionable. We'll see what happens. Either way, I still think Saturday has more clouds than sun and maybe a sprinkle, but I think we should get enough sun. I'm still going 67, but notice this model is going 70 because of the fact that there's more sun. So we're just being a little conservative here, going 67, but for tailgating, before the 7:30 game, considering it's mid-October, it looks great. And after the game, it should be dry. I still think Sunday is the warmest. Mixed sun and clouds, I'm forecasting 75. The best chance of rain or maybe even some thunder would be at the end of the day. And then it looks like we've got wind and rain Sunday night into Monday, and pretty seasonable week next week as we're in and out of some systems. Stanley Law Skywatch. Downtown Syracuse is bright and sunny, but it's crisp and cool. You're up to date with the forecast. Now back inside.
Thank you, Peter. Syracuse football.